Life was quiet all around. Cute little island, nice and non-violent. But everything turned upside down when a new guy came to town. We got along, he showed me ways to craft and test things that cut intestines. Said we could party at his place all the holidays. It's just what I need. You want me with sweet. You're right on my mind. I'm only worth I was collide on eternal horizons. A wild ride, every turn is surprising. We rip and tear until it's done. Then head back home and have some fun. Together we are. Together we are. Reports and papers 9 to 5. I kept things in order, dying of boredom. Always enraged, he spent his life giving imps PTSD. Unlikely friends, two troubled minds, like sister and brother, we've learned from each other. A simple work-life balance guide that made us a perfect team. The line of friendship shakes through 2 dimensions. 2 puzzle pieces, each other's extensions. Fishing rods, big freaking guns. Hell yeah, together we are one. Our worlds collide on eternal horizons. A wild ride, every turn is surprising. We rip and tear until it's done. Then head back home and have some fun. Together we are. Together we are. We
I'm here. But you still decide to update right now. So just a second. Not right now, I mean, it's taking a while to start everything. That's why I use 2 songs in the start. Because sometimes this updates take a little while. And yeah, let me see. This is nature sounds. Too loud, not that loud. Hmm. Can you see? Hey, hello. Let me just fix. I think it's ready. I think it's ready. It should be. So thanks so much for coming. My name is Snow. And I'm a VTuber slash coder slash what else? Thanks. That's my two main activities. But I like to do a lot of things. I do not consider myself an artist yet, but I practice a little when I can. But probably should practice way more if I want to do this professionally. Which I don't. I just want to be able to draw pretty pictures. Pretty pictures. You know, like some people do. Or some funny pictures too. Just this kind of thing. I guess that's why I became a coder. Because I like to create stuff. Of course, engineering is another option. Was another option. And I mess with some hardware too. Despite not having a degree on it. But yeah, I mess with hardware too. And I have some technical courses on the matter. But yeah. And VTuber is my new main activity. Because I figured, like, I never considered myself to be a streamer. I never thought about it. Because I see streamers are like, famous streamers at least, they are like comedians. Right? I'm not a comedian. If you find me funny, yay, great. but I know I'm not. But like, with VTuber, I thought, well, since I'm most time on the front of a computer anyway, I could stream, right? Sometimes, at least, not all the time. But sometimes it's see if people like interesting the things I do, right? Because not all streamers are entertaining. And well, some should just do what they want, right? I see artists just drawing pictures, and that must be pretty boring. I mean, pretty boring to watch. I don't know. To me, maybe, but to other people, it seems fun. It seems they like it, I guess. I see some people watch other people coding. So I thought, so doesn't be fun is not a requirement. Requirement. Okay. Okay. Well, let's try, right? I don't like to be a VTuber, be a cat here. So there's no reason for me to stop it anyway. Regardless. Regardless. That's how it goes. because I like playing being here, and I'm in front of a computer anyway. Anyway, and you can stream from cell phone, notebooks, PC, anywhere that has an internet connection, I can stream. But I will never do, do not all streams. That's for sure. So the only thing that I may do is like, since I'm a biker, I might post some videos of me riding. That's something I plan to do. But that pretty much it. I'll do some hand cams, right? Like me messing with hardware, like changing pieces or fixing stuff, or disassembling to see how it works. Yeah, these are things that I can do. I can manage to do other things, but I'm just saying that no, not really. Yeah, that will never happen. I use a VTuber model for a reason, right? And I like it. I may improve it. I know that it is an improvement. I need to improve its sync, its movements. Currently it's just breathing and copying my mouth and eyes movements. I may fix that now, that later, because like the clothes are stick to my model, right? And if I move, it's not even my model can't move it, but if I move, my clothes will go all crazy. So that's the best. For now, at least. I'm just saying that it will improve as I learn more about it, since I'm learning on my own. That's an interesting thing, by the way. People tell us to get degrees and stuff like that, right? Still it's important, right? Because companies, they need some seal quality and stuff, or else consumers don't trust the company, right? Look at yourself. Do you buy any brand? Any brands? Do you hire anyone? Then if you do it, then it's fine, okay? I'm not talking about you. But most people, they have some criteria, right? The brand must have such and such things, or the company must have this and this. And for people like degrees like a seal quality, just that you study something. It doesn't have to be like something expensive. It can be community college, dude. Just do some a technical course, just so people know that someone has looked at what you know and say, yeah, they are cool. They are cool. Yeah, society sucks, I know. But you need that someone evaluate you. Even if some no college or university, but someone has to give you the seal. Yeah, they know. They know. But in practice, it doesn't worth shit. Let's just think about it. or anything that you can use to earn money, nobody will teach you. If there is a thing that can be used to earn money, no one will teach you. They will teach you crap. Crap that they think it's important. Because they have a job, they must teach you something. But the thing they are teach you, it will not give you money. You know, for sure, I'm saying that doesn't matter what course you're doing. It doesn't matter at all. It will not give you money. The things that you need to earn money, you have to learn by yourself. That you be an actor, a coder, an engineer, what else? Anything really. A philosopher. I don't care. Okay. Whatever skill they are teaching on university and all the education systems are useless. Are useless. That's the truth. You just need that step. That step. So some people may hire you because not everyone will hire unless you have a stamp. But you can get a job without the stamp. It's possible too. But yeah, like, life is hard, okay? So if you want to get, see, kind of easy. Not that much, right? It's still hard as fuck. It's best that you have some seal, some brands, someone saying, yeah, okay, they know something, yeah. You need that seal. And once you have it, then you earn your diploma. Or put it on a picture, on a frame, so everyone can see it. Put it on the internet, maybe, so other people can copy it. And that's it, really. You need all skills that you need. You have to learn on your own. Not only with VTubing, but coding. For instance, the modern libraries that we use for coding are not taught at university. Skills, the recent skills that use on any market are not at university. University or college, they are really slow. Very slow. Because there is a bunch of people hired there, right? And they have their method of teaching. They have their curriculum. And every time they try to change it, some old folk complain. Oh, we have to teach something new. I don't want to learn. I want to keep doing the same thing that I've been doing for 20 years. 20 years, you know? That's the reason they don't evolve. They don't evolve really slowly. So they will never be at the same pace with the market. Doesn't matter what course you did. Unless they hire people who are active on the market, which is impossible, right? Right? Because if you are active in the market, how are you teaching things? How are you finding time to teach things? You know, the people who could do this who had the time to learn these new things would be professors and teachers, but they don't care. They don't care. They will get paid as long as they follow the curriculum. The current curriculum. So they don't give a shit. Anyway, that's just to say that you, if you want to earn money, money, whatever that you like to do, nobody will teach you. You have to find out on your own. Unless like you have a parents that's trying to like pass on the business to you, and you really like what your parents do, or something like, or there are exceptions, right? This is one exception. Right? You have a parent that will teach you everything that you need to do. They are working on the market and they are teaching you because you want to learn. And they don't see you as a competitor. So they don't care. But that's pretty much it. Maybe a friend. Maybe. That's a strong maybe, but it's possible. But other people that you're paying them or not, no, not really. You know, for instance, I was implementing recently GIF file format, right? That I talked on my blog. And they give you a spec, right, for the file for the file format, so other people can implement it. But the spec is not complete. They give you the basics. Like, you'll be able to read some files. But there are some special cases that are not talked about in the specification. And the specs are free. Right? Are free. They are giving me for free. So yay, we should be happy. Then you code it and you try to open files and you see, oops, it's not opening correctly. Oops, it's failed again. And it did it okay, yay! 1 out of 3. So yeah, because there are many explanations for this, right? The person who created the format did not write the specs. So maybe they put a newbie to do it. Yeah, hey, read the code and write the specs at the best of your ability. Because the senior programmer has other things to do. Or something like that. So you see that, yeah, nobody will teach you. They will give you like an idea if they are trying to be nice, right? Nice. They point you at the right direction. But they will not teach you the skills that you need. At some point, I was so desperate because I read a blog that someone took 2 years to write it. Keep reading. And I was, oh, holy moly, I won't spend 3 years on this. So I picked a Philo from Python who reads ifs, right? Then I dumped the binary signature from its frames, right? And as I was reading my file with my algorithm, I was comparing the two to see if they were equal. Oh, here they are not equal. what happened? Let's see. Oh, it's because the table is bigger. Because the one of the codes that uses the LZ, the a mod, is a mod. Is a mod. It's not the original LZ. Is LZW? LZW? I mean, it's not the original algorithm. It's a mod. So you may find people teaching the original, the OG, the OG algorithm, but not the algorithm that's used on TIFFs on GIFs. Okay? There are some difference. Even people who are taught in the tutorials, and I read, of course, now I realize they were teaching it wrong. To be fair, again, you'll be able to read some issues, but it will not work always. For instance, the original specs talks about the deferred code that you use on LZW, that the GIF form specs use. And if you understand the algorithm, you know why. It makes sense. Right? Because you create a table of codes, right? You can imagine as a hash table. There is a limit, right, for the maximum hash code. Okay, there is a limit. There is 4,094. Not 96, because 2 codes are using for clear code and end of string code. So that's the maximum codes that we can have. 4,094. So what do we do after that? That's right. You may notice that many tutorials do not teach that. They teach what to do after that, because the OG algorithm doesn't care about that, because technically we could just keep adding more hash codes, right? It will just create a bigger file, but we could, right? There's no limitation for it, at least for the original algorithm. But there is for the GIF format, and it's said on the specs. There's 12 bits maximum code. So what to do? So you need to use something called the deferred code, or delayed code, whatever. If you can't put any more codes on the table, you just keep adding at the last one. And it makes sense, right? Because that means that the color, the pattern is getting bigger. Or if it's not getting bigger, we are actually saving the most recent pattern while putting it to string. Because the LZW algorithm works, it's really simple, right? If you first you create a table with all codes with size 1. Then you start create a table for all codes for size 2. Not all codes are size 2. Sorry, I mean all codes are size 1 that you use, that we use, of course. If there are codes of size 1 that you don't use, then obviously, then you don't need anymore, right? If your image has only 4 colors, you don't need all of that, right? And so on. And 2, 3, 4. And every time you find a code that you have ever seen, or that we have already seen, you just go to the hash table, right? So it's really easy to explain, right? So if you found the code on the hash table, you put this content and on the output. You output this content, right? And if you don't find the code, then you output this content too. The code, you output the code, not the content, sorry. Then you create a new code based on this, the first symbol you found on this code and the previous code. And add that to the hash table. Add that to the hash table. You don't need to understand my explanation. Explanation about it. Because there are many tutorials that explain exactly that. What is important is special cases that I want to talk, about. This different code that you need to keep adding at the last position on the table. You need to implement, of course, the clear code. And then the code set will tell us when to end the string, which might mean not there are bytes we might not read. It makes no sense, I know. It's true, no, it's true. So why are contacting something? And then the bytes that you don't need. You don't need. Why? Why would you do this? Are you trying to send some secret message? I don't know. Really. But some people do this. So you have to pay attention to the end of code. And the clear code too. Because the clear code, it has that hash table. And sets the code to both sides to initial state. It's like the algorithm starting again. But we already have output a bunch of symbols, right? So it's not really starting again. It's just a hash table that's starting again. And it gets a really good compression. I was impressed. I was impressed. It's like 70%, sometimes 90%. It depends how many patterns we can find on the image, right? Of course, an image that has a lot of patterns, like a checkboard, checkboard image, can become really small. It doesn't matter what's the size of the checkboard. But an image like myself here, there's a bunch of details. Yeah, you will not do a good job. But you still do right. You can see that my dress has some patterns of red. That will probably get compressed. Also my gloves, my skin color, and some details of the background will probably create patterns too. That will be saved, right? And since we don't save, the idea is like, the colors don't have to be equal. If you don't know how the algorithm works, just a sequence of colors. Like, if I find red, if I use a sequence of size 3, and I read a color red, blue, green. If anywhere else, I find again red, green, blue, or red, blue, green, sorry. Then I can use the code that I had used previously. And then you may think, oh, that's algorithm is crap. Algorithm is crap. Because true color can achieve like billions of different combinations. But here's the thing, all GIFs can only accept 256 colors, right? You cannot have more than that. Anyone that give you more than this, they are not following the specs. If they are not following the specs, that means that their file, if they are showing you, on your some web page or whatever, would not be read by other readers, right? So if you use the codes to do the same thing and generate a GIF, then you won't be able to read that GIF. That GIF they are doing can only be read by them, by their software. So nobody else will read it. Because the specs of the GIF said that the bit depth that for any GIF image is 3 bits. Actually, not 3 bits, 2 to the power of 3, right? So actually 8 bits. Which means at best 32 colors at the 89 format. And because the 89 format adds transparency, and the 87 format has no transparency, so only 24 bits. But remember that although we can have more than 44 colors, the traditional RGB color that can be picked from the true color, anyone for can have on the billions of possible colors, 2 to the power 32 or 2 to the power 24, we can only have 256 is on a GIF. And that's why we can use some anti-alias algorithms with GIFs, so the result may look better. Okay, but the palette or the global table, which is as it's called in the file, has only 256 columns maximum. Of course, then you could use a local table, right? That's the best thing that you can do. Like each frame can have its own table, its own palette. That's possible too. Because you can use either a global table, well, global palette that's used for everyone, every frame, or you can have a palette for each frame. That's possible too. So, if you want to have true color, then you would have to have that to once. $256 to the power of 3 frames. And yeah, you can have true color like that. You have all colors saved on different frames. Right? But that will be a really big fire. And I don't know what you would use it for. Because it would be just a colorful image. You should try to I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you can create one frame. I think that makes sense. I guess that's possible too, right? You just pick the 200 x to the power 3 frames and combine them to create a true color image. Image, yay! Useless computation. But yeah, it's possible. Theoretically, I don't know if this is really possible to create such a large file on your computer. But that it's the only way that you can have true color. If you create a you don't use a global palette, you use a different color palette for everything, and then you combine everything into a single image. Yay! You did it! Yeah. But that's not the goal for GIF. And GIFs also, they were not made for animation, which was surprising for me. Because, yeah, I guess most people, as myself, always seen GIFs as animated pictures. But the original one was not made for that. That means the specs of 87, right? Not 89. Because some people say, oh, GIFs were never meant for animation. But there is a second version, the new one from 89. That's 2 years after the original one. You know, accepts animation. It even says the spec specifies what is the delay between frames and what is the transparency, and allow for transparent pixels, which is good, right? Because if there is a pixel, like my dress, like this is an animated picture, right? You may notice that my dress is not moving, right? So that means that pixels there are not changing position. So yeah, if I'm creating a GIF for that, I just need to save those colors at the first frame. And the other frames I can save no color. I don't need to use that color. I can just use the colors from pixels that have changed for the next frame, right? So this time you achieve even greater compression, right? Because don't need to save those colors. We don't need to save those pixels. Every time you find a pixel that you don't have the color for it, then you pick for the background, right? So yeah, GIFs allow for that. I don't know, if GIFs use this as a compression thing. They could use. Anyway, I haven't. But what I'm talking is true, right? There are many GIFs that use the color from the previous one because you don't need to save it. So you add transparency, right? Less colors to save, to worry about. Oh, no, I get it. It's because if you have a sequence of transparent pixels, then you'll be able to create a larger code for that. achieve greater compression, right? Because you have lot of sequence of 5 transparent pixels with the same color, right? Yeah, it makes sense. So because or else you would need to save the position of the pixels, right? So they just save the index for the transparent pixels. Transparent pixel, the color that represents the transparent pixel, which we have, it is on spec. And then you use it for all the pixels that don't change. Yeah, I guess I can implement that too. And I can achieve even greater compression rates. For the compression doesn't matter, but for compression, yeah, you can achieve better compression like this. And I just need to check the previous frame, right? It's the same color, yes. Right. Then use a transparent index. And if it's not, then use whatever color it is to create a new pattern. So anyway, and this thing that I just told you, that is not, it's not explained. Explained on many tutorials. I don't remember reading on specs. Reading on specs, but maybe it is. Yeah, it is. I skip. I jump over it. Because I just read the important things. And another thing that I discovered by doing my reverse engineering thing was that sometimes people include a table that is larger than needed. I don't understand it either. Like, the image has only 100 colors, but people put a 200 color table or palette. Why? But if you read those 200 colors, then LZW algorithm will generate, of course, a code for each one of these colors. But some colors will never be used. Some codes will never be used. And that means also that you'll be generating codes that don't exist on the original. Or try to read codes that don't exist on the original file. Yeah. So you have to read the. So what is the fix for that? Read the global table size or the local table size. But when you read a clear code, we don't read all the color table or being local or global. Read only to the size of the current code, which is the initial code, right? Once the algorithm starts, it picks the original code size, increase by 1 because we are adding 2 new codes, 2 new colors, right? Pink colors, right? For the clear code and for the end code. And then we read a table for that. Yeah. For instance, I found a file that I had to read only half the colors the table had. So a bunch of useless bytes. I guess I can understand why. Because GIF was once a proprietary format. They had a patent on it, right? And some coders generated a reverse engineering reader just by doing probably the same thing that I did. But without the specs, right? So they probably generate many useless data. So if you're building a GIF reader right now, you must be aware that some GIFs have trash data. That does nothing. But it was probably generated by some of those algorithms from some hacker that created a reader for the GIF format without using the patent. All the specs. I read the patent, by the way. But the patent either it's not clear what we should do in some special cases. Because the original patent is for hardware. It's not even an algorithm, it's hardware. So not even engineers so they know what is happening. Happening in all cases, right? They just have a piece that handles inputs at the best of their ability. Which is funny because the specs do say the same thing. As a software cannot be precise. Precise cannot know every output. Which we can. Maybe engineer doesn't know. Engineer doesn't know, but I couldn't know. So the only way to handle all special cases would be to get this hardware, then implement this pattern, and generate a binary from it, and then write a code for it. I'm pretty sure that maybe the coder, I have faith. The original coder, the first coder, right, that did not, that write a piece of code to emulate the hardware function. They did it so it is faithful to the hardware. But reading the specs is not enough. Not reading the pattern. We don't have all the info that we need. So I'm pretty sure that I can find some GIF that my reader may not be able to read, but then I can easily fix whatever is the problem. Now that I went to the trouble, of doing a disassembly kind of on the GIF format. But my algorithms follow the specs. The only thing that I don't have implemented is because the GIF allows for a text image made with characters, right? Like ABC stuff. alphabet. But I've never seen anyone using it. Using. You may think that you have seen, but no, you have not. Not. These are people implementing all the algorithms. But yeah, GIF allows for that. And many GIF readers do not implement it. I may do it someday for fun. But it's easier to implement your own if you want to achieve the same result. Like have this picture, as you see, on two colors and made by characters, like ABC and stuff. The GIF format can do that. But you can do it too if you're a coder. And way easier than follow specs. Follow GIF specs. Anyway. But yeah. So now I can finally go back to high level. I tried yesterday, but I was tired. And I already found some problems. But easier problems, right? like for instance, if you don't know, like an application for Android is destroyed every time that you do anything on your cell phone. Like if you change orientation for your cell phone, it's destroyed and recreated again. If you are using another app, even if you leave an application on the background for too long, it can be destroyed. Save memory, right? You're not using it for God knows how long, and an Android system needs memory because it doesn't have that many memory. By the way, for all people who think, oh, cell phones are the future, everybody will dump computers and laptops for cell phones. You know, I will have to add a warning on my GIF reader to say, look, this image will need this much memory. Your cell phone does not have the memory to read it. Sorry. That's why Android doesn't implement the GIF reader the way I would do it, at least. Because it's possible, okay? An old format that has several limitations that can only take 256 colors. 6 colors. You cannot take image from any resolution. Okay. The max resolution is 2 bytes, which means 2 to the power of 16 minus 1, which is about 60,000, right? By 60,000. Yeah, you can have 4K GIFs, and 8K GIFs, but please, we are reaching the limit that GIFs allow, because they were never thought to be that big. And yeah, I'm pretty sure there are some GIFs out there that old formats that your cell phone won't be able to read. And if it has some animation, you won't be able to show it. I'm sure that Google Docs did not implement the textual image that I just told you about. I'm sure they did it. If they didn't implement something as easy as reading a specific frame, which is what I want. Right? Read the 50th frame out of 32. Kotlin libraries do not allow us for that. That's why I created my GIF reader, between other reasons. So, for sure, if they cannot allow us to read a specific frame, they do not have implemented the textual image, which is extension for the GIF format specs. Yeah. So anyway, your cell phone cannot deal with that. And if it does, because I have a really new, it has cell phone that has a lot of memory, will do it. The majority of people will not. And once you reach the limit of GIFs, if I generate it right now, I want 2 frame image, 2 image on the limit. Your cell phone will not be able to read it. And if it does, then I just keep adding frames. Adding frames until it can't. It can't. But a computer would. Like, at the worst case scenario, I would have to maybe transfer to a server with 3 terabytes of memory. But they would do it. Anyway. And that can happen, by the way. It's not like some, oh, that's a special case. Nobody would do this. If you work in the industry, you know that you can find really big ass files from geology, physics, and a bunch of other places. And people want more data, right? More data, right? Big data is a tiny word. Remember that. It's not small data. Small data that is training. This training is big data. It's big data. So yeah, you need a computer if you want to do big data. Or to open a GIF. Certain GIFs, depending on your cell phone, you will not be able to open. So that's why I have to add a warning to my app. Image is fine, okay? Any image like PNG, JPEG, BMP, they are fine. Because it's just 1 frame, right? So it doesn't matter. All cell phones have enough memory to read an image. I like to create a really big image. But the current state, but that would be abusing, right? That I agree, it's abusing, right? You're just trying to ruin someone's phone. But for GIFs, you just need to add more frames, right? And it's not bad for you that you would do such a thing, because if you're a gamer, you know that better frames you have, the greater amount of frames you have, it's better animation you get, right? A more fluid animation. There are some effects that you can have if you have too few frames. Unless you enjoy to see people, enjoy to see like people moving like robots. Tick, 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 tick. Yeah. And do the calculation if you are, if you have a GIF of 2 minutes, let's say, and 60 frames per second. Per second. Okay. 2 minutes, that's 120. 20 times 6, right? That's already 700 or 800, right? And 6, yeah. 720. 7,200 images. Images. Okay? Fortunately, images are not that long. GIFs are not that long, usually. But there is no limitation for it. It's possible. You can have a 2-minute GIF. But usually if you have a GIF more than 30 seconds, you should probably create a movie for it. Because movies can achieve better compression than the GIF format. Yeah. They're implementing GIF in that. I have implemented in GIF format. And one of the issues that I had is like, that's why I was talking that Android destroyed your application several times. It may not, okay? You may just pause your application. Pause application, then resume. Because it's part of the life cycle of an application. But it can also destroy and recreate it again, right? But anytime that any component on your application is updated, it needs to be destroyed and created again. Do you see where I'm going with this? This means there's this slider that I want, so you can select a specific frame from the GIF. Every change that you do on the slide will destroy the application and create it again. Which means they will read again the GIF. So, and they say, oh, but the GIF only has 3. The 3 frames, yeah. The GIF only has 3 frames. But the slider to move from the first frame to the second will travel across what? Let's say 100 pixels. 100 pixels. That means your application will be destroyed 100 times. And we will load 100 times the first image, right? As it is, at least. Of course, I will change that to only reload the image when you achieve the next frame, right? Or better yet, I think I will load all frames to memory and maybe use a feature from Android called remember state. So I can have the image all the time in the memory and I don't have to go to look on the hard drive for it, which will generate a lot of I/O inputs and will make the application slower, right? So yeah, it's best to load all frames for image. If you don't know it, now you know. Now you know. Bit for video, that's not only for GIFs, okay? That's for videos, GIFs, WebP, WebM, MP4, doesn't matter, okay? You want to load as much as possible, as possible, of the image to your memory. Okay, create a cache. Because the process of reading things from a hard drive, even if it is an SSD, solid state drive, is still slower, way slower than reading from the RAM. Your core memory. Ideally, and if you know a little bit about a computer, you know that processes of a cache memory. And ideally, if you can use it, it will be best too. or your processor, use the memory for your cache process, maximum that you can. Put on the cache, you do it, regardless of what you're reading, if it has the size or not. Because a frame can be smaller, right? So add as much frames as you can in cache. Then add as much as is frame on the run. If it is a GPU thing, then you add to the cache of the GPU to make it as fast as possible, okay? Or else you can have screen tearing and other artifacts that may have animation because of synchronization issues, okay? And why was saying that? I forgot. Forgot. Anyway, I think I talked a lot, alright? And I will talk more. More about GIFs, don't worry. Also, my application is ready. At least once I have done the thing that I want to do with GIF, and it's working on my app, then, oh yeah, I remember. Because the slider is destroying the app, it's made too many calls to my app, to my class, who is going to the disk to seek for the image. Right now, at least. And I will change it to load everything to them. I think that I just explained to you. I didn't word that at the start because, well, I had to read the specs, right? And I have to make it work. But now that it's working, and I can worry about performance issues. Okay, that's why I didn't share my class yet, because I need to do some bit scrubbing. So another code doesn't look and say, what a crap code. Crap code. Let me prove that I can do better. I can do something optimized. That you may use on your Android application too. I know there are other classes, just made in Java, for instance. For Java, right? If you're thinking about Java Image I/O or something like that, know that it doesn't exist for for Android. For Android, you have to use Coil or another one. But neither of those do what my class does. Which will allow you to do. Which is complete control over the GIF format. If you want to load just one frame, you do it. If you want to load 10 frames, you do it. If you don't want to load frames at all, you don't. You just want the palette. You also be able to do it. Or just want the specs of the file. You know how many frames, resolution, and stuff like that. I will also allow you to do it. Anyway, you extract any information that you want. Any information that you want that is available. And when I was talking about Java, oh yeah, because some people did implement it, a GIF reader, but I've seen a lot. And I can say some of them are not doing correctly. And the ones that did, they make you install a bunch of libraries that you don't have to. Which was a pain. I installed them. It's correct, okay? But they made me install like Apache modules, documentation modules. And I was like, why am I installing this? I don't need this to read a GIF. You know that you are just making the application bigger for no reason, right? Maybe that's good for a coder to add those libraries. That's fine, maybe use them on work or whatever. But for an app, like you're sharing your library so other people can use it, right? Well, those people may not choose the same documentation class that you use. Those people may not want to use some features that you are using it. And if they are not required for reading a GIF, then why you are adding them? Just something to think about. Think about if you're a coder. And I try to convert those classes to Kotlin. If you don't know, Android Studio currently, it tries. They try, whatever it tries. It tries, right? It tries. It tries to convert any Java code to Kotlin, but it was not successful. And my guess is because you have used libraries that were not needed. Optional classes, despite being a pure Java, you have added classes that were not necessary. Because I've seen your code. If you are watching this for some reason, then know that I have seen your code is indeed for Java. But if you try to open Android Studio, you'll see that unless you add all the libraries that you are using for no reason, you won't be able to compile. And if it does compile, if you try to convert to Kotlin, it will not work. And according to Google, half of their developers use Kotlin. So that's a target audience that you never reach with your code. As more and more people might migrate to Kotlin, less and less people will use their code. And all you have to do, by the way, is to remove those classes, unnecessary class for your code, and leave just a pure Java implementation without any additional libraries that are absolutely necessary for your code. That's my tip. At least if you want your library to survive, right? It's fine using other people's libraries. For instance, I use Java io.file, right? Java.io.file. I use a class which is bitmap. I load my image on a bitmap, then an image bitmap, finally a bitmap painter, which is a format that Kotlin recognizes. If I can read directly from bitmap to bitmap painter, I will do it, but so far I haven't found a way. So that's it. That's the way I'm doing bitmap. The class bitmap to bitmap image bitmap, and then bitmap painter. Because I have a raster, right? Once I decompress, I have a raster, and the raster I need to send to the screen. So if his raster is not compressed, then I can use BMPs without problem. Or any other format really that's not compressed. By the way, if you don't know, every format that uses compression, like JPEG, once you open, it has to decompress. So you obviously are watching to the raster of the image. Of course, on disk, you use as fewer bytes as possible, right? But on your screen, on your memory, is using as much as needed. Okay, it's just saying because some people don't realize that. Yeah, like you may pick a GIF that is 6K, and you try to open and you receive a message from my app saying you don't have memory to read it. That's because of that, right? Because the image and the GIF file is highly compressed. But once you try to open it, has to decompress. And that's true for any image. That case will never happen, okay? Because the LZW algorithm is not that efficient. Unless it's a big block of reds. A 4K block of red, maybe animated. Maybe. But other than that, we should be good. Anyway, talking a lot about that. I guess that's the most I have talked. That's the stream that I have talked the most so far. Holy moly, 1 hour and a half. That's because I had this thing on my memory. Forever on my memory now. And I need to share. And believe me, I haven't talked to everything. I'll still come on in the future. Once I have my application running, and then later once I publish my class. Because yeah, my class will be, my app will not be immediately open source, but the class, like the GIF reader, yeah, you can use it. I don't see why I should keep this away. Maybe free software, okay? So if you want to use in your projects, you can. Anyway, so now let me start Cut Quest and play it a little so I can clear my mind from the files. At least for a while. Come on. And I plan to do some coding on screen. On stream, okay? Soon. Not right now. Because I'm still trying to get used to this streaming thing. Get better, of course. I have been streaming just for about 2 months, by the way. So sorry if it's not perfect. I'm sure you have seen other people who do better than I. But I'm learning, right? It's like you don't expect someone who is learning to ride a bike to not fall, right? It's unrealistic. It's like anyone trying to ride a bike will fall. Fall a few times until they learn. Unless they have help, right? Which is not my case. Unless you also do skates or any sports like surfing, you drink a lot of water before you learn how to surf. You drink a lot of water before you learn how to swim. At least swim properly. Anyway, that's true for anything in life. Playing games, right? You must be ready to fail if you're trying to learn anything. Why is not showing? Oh, it's because I used this template for Batman. There you go. And I quit. Great. Professional streamer. I just explain it. And I forgot to add the batteries to my controller. Where are they? Yeah, some are on the floor. Yeah, I will build that. Let me pick at least this one. Anyway, some people say that The secret to avoid noise that really bothers me every time that I watch a tutorial, someone saying that you should speak close to the mic to avoid noise. That's not true, dude. That might be true for some mics. Because there are several types of mic. But my mic, it picks everything. Everything. Do you know how sound waves work? They kick around, they bounce, they come back. So yeah, my mic picks everything. And it was winners. If you look at my first stream ever, which I will publish in a while, later soon, you'll see that my audio was crap and my mic was picking everything that was happening. You have to use a noise suppressor of any type if you want clear sound. Oh, there you go, see? We learned last time to walk on water. Can I go? Ah, so there was no secret in it. So secret path, I mean. And now, yeah, see? No more strange symbol over there. That's new. Cat Quest 1 didn't have that. So I had 3 caves there that are all the same cave, right? As you can see for this weird color. Oh. Thank you. So these 3 caves are connected. In the previous game, if you leave, a dungeon could have several exits, but they all lead to here. The same entrance. Here we can enter here, get out here, and vice versa. Which is more realistic. But the previous game didn't have that. $60 and $64, it's fine. Need to unlock. This is cat and dog, right? So cats, dog, and the dog goes here. I was not reading. Okay, boss. If I needed to read, it would best show me the message. it later, okay? But about it is because the dragon was talking to me as I had read it. Read it. And I didn't. Okay. I was trying to use magic and backfire. I don't remember at all my magics. Oh, let's go to blue ball. Don't worry. Yay! Give me the key. Oh, I forgot to disable the nature sounds. So I can hear just the game music, right? Okay, so I can use the blade for evil good. That's true for everything, right? Am I answering these things? I get it what the guys try to do with this. That I'm making us to answer a question. I hope this does not change the ending. Because if it was important, then I just answered randomly questions. Yay! Surprise ending! Because I was trying to see. I thought that, like, in my mind, I thought that orange was cat and blue was dog. And I was trying to see if cat could go on orange and blue. And then dog could go on orange and blue. That's what I was trying to do. Because I think that maybe there is several paths depending on which character we choose. Later, I understood I was questions, right? And the X is no, and the circle is yes, I guess. Yeah. Anyway. So we build the shard. I hope they not allow us to change our minds later. I love so much on the game. Steal items that we work so hard to get. It's a really nice thing to do. Not say the opposite. Like, dude. Don't give us a false of sense fake realization. It's so bad. I don't know people who care about the story. You feel so it makes me so sad. It's like, why did I work so much? Then you steal from me. It would be better that they won. At least I like when the game does that. Like the evil guy is going after Shard. And we are two. But since the evil guy has an army, he is able to reach the Shard first. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Because we understand that's a scripted thing. That we are never supposed to get the shot. Story-wise. For people who don't care about the story, either way is good, right? But for people who care about the story, this doesn't give us a fake sense of realization. Because at the first shot, we want to know that, oh, so we won't get any, right? Get any, right? That's fine. We understood that it's part of the story, and we move on. But this, we get all the shards and you can build the blade. It's bad. Sorry, I'm back. I heard some noise on my door. Or at least I believe it was my door. And I'm like, who's knocking this hour? But I thought it was important that someone's knocking. Someone's knocking. And I know nobody at my bed. Maybe the beauty's on fire or something. But no. Maybe I was just thinking when they were knocking us on the other apartment. Because as I said, our kitchens are really close. So if they make too noise on their kitchen, I can hear from here. So yeah, but I had to investigate it. I had to investigate it to know what it was, right? And the worst case scenario, someone was breaking my house. My home, I mean. So I need to stay out. Anyway, patience is a virtue. Yeah. I imagine this. It's no surprise. There's no surprise. Because right, the only way that people would accept that they're legitimate rulers to be replaced, if the replacers, I guess, were equal to the original one, I guess at least dumb people would not know, right? Right, the difference. That has always bothered me in movies. There is in books too. There's like the evil twin that takes place in the throne or something like that. And they create a clone for present and forever. And people are dumb, so dumb, they don't notice there is a difference. Oh, they are behaving so weirdly. Well, I guess they have always been like that. Been like that, and we didn't notice. Didn't notice. Oh my God! Oh God! Please read a book. Right to become smarter. Oh my God! And the differences are so obviously sometimes. Like, one like dogs and another like cats. Oh, I guess they like cats now. No, they have always liked dogs. No, but they like cats now. Oh, they change. People change. And from the day to the mother, the people are completely different. They behave differently. Differently. Oh my God. When cloning becomes a thing, and it will in the future, I guess many people will suffer. I can't foresee the suffering. Because I do not understand that two people can look the same and be different. Also, it's not clones. They are from a different timeline. And who stayed on their timeline? Oh, so no one stayed there. Last boss. I hope not. I was not expecting to end today. Per level. Oh, so it's we that are not on our timeline. Maze. Of course. I guess many people, many gamers solve maze in games and don't even realize it. They are doing it. Because every map, or most maps, they are created as mazes. An FPS maze, RPG maze. Fighting games, no maze. No maze, of course. Platformers, no maze. But it depends. For instance, Castlevania has maze. And it's a platform too. But it's a whole style of games, right? Metroidvania. Plus some FPS that are easy mazes and hard mazes. But people usually like to play the easy ones. At least from what I've seen, right? Yeah, healing too. That's great. But I don't want to create another game. I was thinking about maybe tomorrow, I don't know. I want to call the nanogram. Monogram. I think it's time. But I also want to work on my GIF. But I've been working on it for 3 days straight. Maybe tomorrow I should work on my nonogram. So I can clear my mind a little before working again on my app. I'll stay for one more hour, okay? I did not sleep well yesterday. You cannot get out of the island. By the way, do not control these shots, okay? I just press the button A and they fire to whatever they want. Remember that I talked about the target distance on Wukong? Yeah, this game doesn't have a target system. Like some Lara Croft games don't have it either. So I may attack in one fall, but then my character may choose to attack another. Completely different than the one that I'm trying to destroy. Seems random to me. Even when there is only one fall, sometimes it goes up. Sometimes it goes down. I don't understand. Key of Mercy. Okay. Um. There we go. That's perfect. I noticed. You say so? I just lead them to a trap. That's mercy. Okay. No, those are my backpack. Has cat ears. You see? On the corner, right corner, bottom down, bottom right. I'm using rap plugins, by the way, and suppress most of noise. I hope you don't hear people banging on my door. It's not on my door, actually. But anyway. Or actually, I don't know. Really. When I checked, there was no one. There's a chest there. Another chest here. The Founder's Island 2. I think I'll go get that chest. Doesn't seem to be that far. Name's not. Let's go to the Founder Island too. Am I going to the right place here? Level 99. Got scared for a second. Got scared. Oh my god, they let me do it. Thank you. So, Golden Key. Oh, locked. It seems like it is an infinite area, but it's not. There is a mesh invisible wall. Yeah, I just reached it. Just reach it again. That's so old school game. Invisible walls. Oh my god. Run! Run for your life. Oh my god. They keep burning them a little bit fast. Oh my god. Wake up? Yeah. Pretty sure it's the golden key. And they gave us. So that's why I'm doing this, okay? The golden key allows us to open several chests that have better defense items. And I'm level 70 now. Should be strong enough to defeat them. With a little bit of effort, like I'm good. It's not as easy as a regular foe. But it's still not that hard. Okay. Hidden cave. Gentle sweets. Of course, Gentle Broleon. It's a good game. So the secret key must open. Must lead to the golden key, right? Now, where is this cave? Is this one? because I'm on the main quest. Or maybe I need to defeat this foe. Yeah. Okay. This is trouble. Yes, I thought. Wanna HQ, okay? That's why I'm running. And I need my 2 characters. Plus, I could move. I like where I want to shoot. It would be better. I'm okay. Okay. And at the same time, which is awesome. I'll try it again. I guess I could. What is happening? the right direction. Oh, yeah. And I only want that. 2 deaths. Yay! Okay. In the game. Look, there is caves or golden chests in the way. Doesn't hurt, right? Elder Mage Beer. And it's better than the one I have. Many value fashion. I still have all the helmets for the school. The Wraith. Armor. Okay, another one that requires a secret key. Ultimate stash. Okay. What is this? Dodge Knights. Okay. Oh, so I get it. It's Batman and Two-Face. That's why I thought it was if you look familiar. They made a Batman name and a Two-Face. Is this true? Very sneaky, his magic. He casts just one, but it goes really fast. See how it's a boss? They cannot leave their spot. The Dodge Knight. I guess it's supposed to be the Dark Knight, right? And that's cool. Exactly that. That's cool. I wanna see it. I have to see it. That cold. The Dodge Knight armor. Two breaths. it good? Minus 43. Improves a lot. It's Elias. I just want to see it. What is here? Yeah. It's like Batman. Does I need to upgrade my armor? So maybe I can. The bat axe. Oh, what is that? Las Palmas el Marfil. Woofing. Nice. Okay. Do a dungeon. Really amazed. Okay. Could be a really easy maze. I guess if there is no possibility to make the wrong path, then it's not really a maze. You only have several ways to reach the same place. It's not really a maze. Arcane stuff. I should do that. Still low level. Die a lot. Probably more than I should. This my dog is a lot, this one. Four. Six. This one fixture. Okay, that's fine. Quest. Yeah. Flying fish. Seems right. No more damage. Okay, run for your life. Yeah, fuck, it causes way more damage than this. Oh, there are enemies there. Those things still fire. How can I pick the coins now? Oh, they're still flying. Just one more, so maybe I don't miss. I miss some coin. There's money and XP, those coins. Okay, then where is here? Yes, I will complete these quests. And I will stop for today. It's 3 or 4 quests. Side quests. Is it over? Wait, there is too high level for me. Oh. Okay. I just want to save my... I don't want to fight you. I really don't. Okay. So, it's 3 hours. Yes, it's good enough for today. Got a bunch of stuff. We met the Batman version of this game. And advance a little bit more of the story. You know this. We are not from this universe. And we are trying to save this universe from a war. So our original universe must be without kings. But since apparently we are not at war, we have to see what will happen. Well, thanks so much for coming. Just say again. I yapped a lot at the beginning, right? But I'm still tired. Especially from coding. I'll code tomorrow, but it will be a fun coding, right? To create a game. I always have fun coding, but I mean coding for relaxing. I don't know how to say it. Let me change my dress. Let's go to the missing sounds again. Oh, I forgot to. Yeah, there you go. So thanks so much for coming. See you next time. And Void Watchers. People came and went. And anyone who watches this at any point in time. Thank you so much. I'm still learning, and I'm also will be painful for some people. But I'm having fun. I like it. Anyway, I'm gonna choose a song.
No more once upon a time.
See you next time. Bye bye.